Every year, I grow my leafy vegetables at home. And this year, as usual, I was sitting while they were going to sow the seeds. I was getting the soil prepared, and a bag of compost was bought from my backyard. And they threw it in there. And to my horrifying surprise, there were a lot of plastics mixed with the wet waste. Segregation did not take place properly. And even though they removed as many plastics as they could, there were little microplastics left in the soil. And imagine my family, my children, my grandchildren having these kind of food with microplastics. As we thought about it in Wishwa Foundation, in July we had a workshop. 1,000 people had applied to join this workshop. We picked up 100 most passionate people who would come and join. We all discussed, and we realized there were many verticals in which we need to work on. One is residential places, whether it is individual homes, whether it is apartments, whether it is buildings, whether it is gated communities, small or big. Then there were commercial establishments like offices, shopping malls, convention centers, airports, railway stations. Then we thought about industrial houses, construction waste, hazardous waste, temples and goshalas. Many such verticals were concluded that we need to work on. In August, again, we had another workshop where we invited housing communities, heads, or people who are passionate in making their communities into zero waste. We decided that what we need to do is some pilot projects, because once we succeed in making these pilot projects effective, we can immediately scale it. In this process, a lot of research was done on how to reduce waste, reuse waste, recycle waste. So we listed out a lot of products in our households which we use, whether it is our personal care products, home cleaning products, hazardous waste. And we started zoning Hyderabad, who's available where to do aggregators who can take all this, whether it is wet waste, whether it is plastics, whether it is tills. We've also started making a list of alternatives people can use. If you're using a plastic brush, how do you use a bamboo brush? If you're using a plastic bag, how to move into a cloth bag? If having water from plastic bottles, how to carry your own bottle throughout the day to have your water. So a lot of research was done, and we've also floated a few platforms where we were working on bringing awareness among people about the environment, how to make our city zero waste. And surprisingly, the response was very good. In this process, we started individual workshops to make individual homes zero free. A few have registered, and we request that those of you who are interested in making your homes zero waste, because today 80% of the waste in Hyderabad is going to landfills. If each of us puts in a little effort to make our home zero waste, we can save 12,000 tons of waste going to the land. We can cut it down. My request to you is, please join our workshop. It's for free, and see how to make it possible, how to make your home a zero waste. We request you to be an example to your friends, your family, your communities, your circle of influence.